Hello. Today I'm going to be knitting without needles or loom. I'm just going to be using this big thick yarn and a table. Okay, first you're going to want to get it ready. Take the label off, and you're going to want to put a slip knot in on one end and leave a little bit of a tail so you have enough to weave it in at the end so it's not just sticking out when you're done. So once you got your slip knot ready, you're going to want to take the working yarn and go ahead and pull through the loops and make a loop. And just going to keep going till you get the length or the width of the blanket or whatever you're making that you want. Then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and flip it over, and you're going to find the first loop next to the end, and you're going to pull the working yarn through and make a loop. It's probably just almost exactly like if you were crocheting. Okay, so go ahead and just keep looping that through till you get to the other side, but you want to make sure that your loops are close to the same size. So once you get to the other side, you're just going to go ahead and take your working yarn and just loop back through the loops that you just made. And just keep going back and forth till you get to the end of the yarn, your working yarn, or you can add, until you need to add some more yarn and make the size of blanket or whatever you're making, whatever you want. So for your cast off, you're going to need 3 times the amount of width or more. So you want to stop at either end and make sure you have 3 times the amount. Okay, to start your cast off, you can start off on either side. And what you want to do is take your first 2 loops and loop it through. And then once you get the loop that you loop through, join it with the next one and loop through again. And just keep going until you get to the other end. Okay, once you get to your last loop, you have 1 left. What you're going to do is just pull the rest of the yarn through that loop and then pull it tight, and then that holds it in place. So basically you're all done. All you have to do is, if you have a long tail on the last one like that, you'll want to cut it off a little bit because you don't want to have to tuck that whole tail in. So all you have left is to tuck in your tails. Here I'm just checking to see if it's actually a good enough size for a baby before I go ahead and tuck my ends in. Now that I've determined that it's the right size for a baby, I'm going to go ahead and finish it off here in a second. Okay, so now all you have to do is tuck in your tail or end pieces, whatever you want to call them. Kind of weave them into the knit, and then you're good to go. They're all done.